yeah, mum. So she's ill there. I'm sure the place is up nowhere near the sea. I'm sure that everything is, her health is just horrendous, and she's just being kept alive by the drugs because the food is atrocious. We spend our whole life eating fresh food. We've done it our whole lives. We don't understand what canned food is. We don't understand any of it. For 2 years, my mother has not had a decent meal. You know it, I know it. So, I'm not into press. I've never come forward. I'm not someone that, my mum's not like that too. I actually don't want this going to the press. I actually just want her out. Get her out. And I'm going for prison time for certain people. You need to know that. You also need to know I contacted the embassies. I didn't muck around. I really didn't. You need to know that. Yeah, I don't. It's people that haven't gone through abuse. If you haven't gone through any form of abuse, then when you hear stories like this, you go, oh well, and then you have therapy and you realise that they just do thousands of people, and it has to be stopped. There's not a court in the land, in anywhere in this world, that is going to say it's okay you didn't send her for a breast checkup. Not one. So spare me, pretend judge. Okay, it is actually the final wrap. Oh God, I could have glammed up a bit. I'm going to talk about something that no one likes, but when you're a migrant, I've lived in Australia, I've lived in Canada, I've lived in America, and I've lived in England. I've done about 5, 7, 10 years in each place. So I've lived in these places. And there's a trade-off, obviously. But one thing that was very, very hard for me was that all my English traits were attacked. I was too polite, so therefore I had to be hiding something. I was too well mannered. Or my humor was, it was crazy, but no, it's literally because I'm English. And my mother had a very hard time in Tasmania, that everything that was such a positive here, you decided to uglify, to sneer at, to laugh at. I've had it in different countries, and the best time I've ever had is in Canada. They're very, very polite people, and quite understanding, really, about things. But that's been, very hurtful for me over the years, having to listen to my mom say, these people were so mean to me. And you won't understand any of that because as you said, we can't ring overseas. I only got into that hearing because Mum said there was money gone missing, and it was the only time you contacted me in 2 years. It was to reply about the money, like that non-judge said, oh, pension, practically having, it was all very closeted sexual also. It was, it was very Nazi. All of this has been very Nazi. Take the Jew, lock her up, don't let her contact any of her family. I'd like my mother's phone checked so that the phone does work and that I can ring her daily. I want her out of there. That's obvious. And also, you just don't want this. Tasmania relies on pensioners. And second of all, I hope you love. I do. You miss out on so much. To get your rocks off, to rip families apart. Mum has that illness where they attack the ones they love. That's just the deal. But with it comes great love, a great, great love. But, all of that is all over. It's all obsolete. Doesn't matter now. It's all about giving mum the last remaining years of her life with love and warmth, and it's going to take at least 6 months. She's gone through real hell, you know, bruised face, no cancer. Imagine that. Imagine living in a place and all those carers and all those, not one said, but we know you've got breast cancer. So for 2 years she's been surrounded by people that want her killed off. That's simple. And that's a really horrible mindset. I've lived under those, you know, someone hates you that much. It's always in their head. They don't know. They release endorphins. That's why they do it. So that hearing everyone was releasing endorphins left, right, and centre. I wasn't though. Well, you know how it goes. To trap someone, you've got to get them to do things. Cuties. But not at my mother's expense. Oh my God, one last thing. Dr. Paik. Dr. Paik, my mother goes with Graham to Dr. Paik. Drugs awful. Terrible. She's a drug addict by this stage, and it's not working, right? It's just not working. And this is proof because the drugs that she's on now are far, far better. So that Dr. Paik, you know your career is over. She goes and she pleads and she says, please, I need to be off these drugs, please. So he says, okay, another 2 weeks. Week 6, there'd been no other appointment. She went crazy. It was horrible. It's not dementia. Don't. Just don't. And as for that doctor, is it Mark? F-U-N? Some bit rude word. You know, my mother can fly. And what he said is, no, she can't fly. It's like, no, my mother can fly. You arrange people to collect. I'd arranged the ticket tomorrow. I've already contacted the embassy for her passport. So I don't know what the excuse is going to be this time. But my mother needs to be out of that place ASAP. It's as simple as that. And just do I want her back in that place where Julie and that horrible, you need to fire them. Don't you understand? If they did it to me, they do it to others. And I'm not the only one that's complained. Then I think this is it. So my mother gets out, and then from there she leaves. Simple as that. She's got to get to Virgin. Or it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. She's got the money to fly, and if she hasn't got the money to fly, contact me. And you can't hide this perception that it's ridiculous. It's embarrassing that you think that. You need to know that every single thing that I wrote, I sent to every single state. You're not grasping this. I also did the FBI, the CIA. I did everybody. My mother has. And the amazing thing is that you don't think anyone else would do that? Come on. You leave a trail like you did.
Hello, we're your next door neighbours, Pam. We're really looking forward to seeing you here. We can't wait to show you around, and the girls are looking forward to having you teach them to knit and to sew. And what do we reckon, children? Yeah,
it's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun.
Aww.
So
can't wait to see you.
Okay, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, you're fabulous. Look.